in a Nationwide Series race from the front row. Yikes.
Our in-race reporter there, Justin Allgaier, 3 wide. You can go 3 wide here, but you better start getting up trouble. Paul Menard into.
Man.
And more trouble as he comes down the track, and they're stacking up behind him.
There's Mark Green involved in the 70.
7 car in the middle of that storm. Steve Arpin, his first Nationwide Series race here at Charlotte. And I was thinking as you were talking, DJ, and they went off into turn 1 3 wide with a guy that's never been here before in the middle, that was not a recipe for good things to happen.
Mike Wallace is torn up.
Yeah. And that's the kind of things when you're racing, you have to know who you're racing around and with. And, you know, they put him in a bad position there. I don't think that Steve Arpin did anything wrong. He was just getting back to the bottom of the racetrack. That was Paul Menard that maybe got into him down on the bottom. Like Paul tried to avoid him, but just caught the left rear.
Well, focus on the 3 wide going off into the corner.
I'm not sure. It was a contact earlier than that. I didn't see any right there.
Yeah, they were just getting down into the corner, and it was just slight contact. But, you know, at 180 miles an hour down into these corners, it doesn't take much.
So Mark Green and Mike Wallace tangle in behind. There it is.
Yeah, here
There's your contact.
Yeah, Paul Menard was up there further than I thought he was. That might have been a mistake on Steve Arpin's part. That he should know that car is there, or at least his spotter should be telling him.
That's pretty crowded, though, when they get there.
It is crowded, yeah. A lot happening.
So just a couple laps into the race, caution is out after Steve Arpin and Paul Menard tangle in turn 1. Couple of others caught up into the mess. We'll come back to Charlotte after this message. Working the first caution of the race that came out just a couple of laps in. A race for 10th position with a rookie driver, Steve Arpin, in the 7, trying to feel his way through.
Yeah, a lot of hard racing here early on. I've never quite understood this. You know, we do have 200 laps, but see, Steve Arpin was the guy that got put in the middle. He thought that probably he was clear right there. A little mistake on his part, but things are pretty busy at that point in time.
Steve Arpin has gone to the garage. Dave?
With Steve now. Steve, you had a look at the replay there. What was going on with your car and what happened with the contact?
We just got real tight there through 3 and 4. I had to get out of the gas, late exit out of 4, and got stuck in the middle. Those guys are coming hard. They're really digging. Just looking at the replay there, I kind of came down on the 98. It looks like kind of pinched him, and he looked like he did everything he could do to not get in my left rear corner. I just kind of squeezed him a little bit too hard there. It was a bad deal.
Tough weekend for Steve. A horrible practice, great qualifying run, and then a quick end to his day. Alan?
All right, Dave, thanks. Started 7th.
Yeah, it's unfortunate because he needed some seat time here and just got himself in a bad spot here.
3 of his 4 Nationwide Series starts, Steve Arpin's been involved in an accident. That's a tough way to go. And by the way, early caution, very predictable here. That's the 8th time in the last 9 races the first yellow came before lap 15.
Yeah, these guys like to get at it right away, don't they?
The question is, will the second yellow come
before 15 laps?
Double file restart as we get set to put the TechNet Auto Service 300 powered by CarQuest back underway. Scott having trouble getting going, and it's going to cause trouble. Annette spins around. Another spin behind him.
Looks like Stenhouse is involved.
Boy.
He's the 2nd car of the week for him. Oh, what a bad break.
Oh, boy. Ricky Stenhouse Jr.
It looked like the 11 car just did not get going there.
Yep. And there's the 09 car of Chad McCumbee with some troubles getting going there. We saw David Gilliland in the 91 also spun around, though it looked like he got away without hitting anything. And there's where it all started.
Probably a transmission problem, or either might have got the rear end gear.
Yeah, it could be any kind of the drivetrain, anything in there. He didn't get a scratch. He got all these other cars tore up because of it. But you see here on the replay, I mean, these cars, when they take off now, they're accelerating really hard. And when somebody doesn't go, just like right there, you don't have a lot of time to react.
Yeah, I'm saying that looked more like a missed gear, and maybe it was because of something in the transmission, but it tore it up. See, Michael Annette's pretty lucky right there. He got spun around but didn't hit anything, or didn't get hit.
And Stenhouse in the back is way in the back. He's 32nd at the time, and by the time that the jam up happens, somebody drives him right into the wall.
Yeah, Jamie Murray in the 88 did a fantastic job. A situation like that, as Andy said, you're wide open in the throttle, easy to run over somebody in a hurry.
This is on board with Stephen Wallace.
And see, Stephen does a great job here too. I mean, he's got cars coming on both sides and avoids that car that's not going.
Now, this is where Stenhouse gets wrinkled up, I think. This is with Brendan gone.
Oh, yeah. You got it both sides. Brendan Gaughan got a significant amount of damage there on the right side, looks like. That's tough. Those kind of wrecks right there kill me. Yeah, now they got a traffic jam trying to get to the garage.
I don't mean to laugh, really, but it just strikes me as funny that we've had so many cars torn up in the first 10 laps of this thing. They got to get them all hauled off to the garage. So, 2 words. Big mess. We're under caution again here at Charlotte Motor Speedway, as some managed to avoid the trouble, but a few others didn't.